Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we will be discussing about reduce function in Python. So reduce function is used to reduce a iterable to a single value by processing the elements according to a function supply. So iterable, what we have passed, right? So it will be reduced to a single value by performing a set of function on the elements of an iterable. So here, finally, you will get an output as a single value. The function is a part of functools module. So you have to import it before using it. Like reduce function is a part of functools module. So I will be discussing the module packages in the upcoming session. Now you just consider a module will be the collection of a variable classes or functions. A set of functions will be predefined in that. If you import that module, you will get a set of functions. So in the functool module, there is a function called reduce function. So in order to make use of it, we need to import functools module. So before using reduce function, the syntax is from functool import reduce. So here the functools will be the module and we are importing a function called reduce. In the example, I have clearly mentioned how you need to do all the set of operations. So before we are starting with reduce function, you need to call into functool. So I have written from functools module, I'm importing reduce function. So ls is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 is the iterable. So we need to reduce to a single value with the help of reduce function. So the function what I have defined is x comma y, where is result 1 is equal to x plus 1. I am returning result. So result will be the final reduced value of an iterable. So a is equal to reduce func1 comma ls. So func1 will be the function and ls will be the iterable, where we need to perform func1 operation on an iterable. So that's the complete description of an syntax. So we are importing the reduce function from functools and we are writing down the reduce function by adding in arguments as function and ls as an iterable. So finally we can print a. So it will return an value. Here you don't want to use an loop because you will get an reduced value in the direct form. It won't be in any of the object. So if you look into the print type here, you will get the exact type of its reduce function value. So now let us execute this function in the core editor and we can find out how exactly this works and what is the output of this function. Before starting with the program, I need to import reduce function from functools package. From functools, import reduce. I have imported the reduce function from the functool. So now let us start with our function. So ls is equal to, I will try to write an iterable object 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my iterable. So I'm writing in function def func1 x comma y result is equal to x plus y. Return result. So I'm returning the result. I will try to execute it first before proceeding with explanation. So I'm creating a temporary variable a in which I am using a reduce function. I'm calling the func1, which is my function, and iterable ls. Trying to print a, and I also will try to print its type of a. Now if I try to print it, you could able to see I'm getting the result as a single value of this entire iterable with its type as integer. So reduce function returns an value and its type will be int. So now I will explain how exactly this works. So initially, in order to make use of reduce function, we need to import the functool modules. In that module, we need to import the reduce function. So this how you will get the reduce function. So then we have an iterable which is ls is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to perform a function in order to do a reduce function operation for an iterable ls. So for that, I am defining a two arguments which is known as x comma y. So these are formal arguments which are used to defining the function. So in the result, I will, as I'm giving x plus y as the equation. So here result is equal to x plus y, where x comma y will be the variables of an iterable. So how this function works, I will explain now. So in this function, x comma y will be the formal arguments. For these arguments, I'm performing an operation called result is equal to x comma y, which returns a result. So then I will pass this function into reduce function. In the reduce function, we have two arguments. As I discussed, we will be having two arguments. One is function name, comma, another one is iterable. So you could be able to see this. So passing this func1 in the ls. So here the actual working process starts. So in the func1, x comma y are the formal arguments, but which need to be performed on ls. So in the ls, we have around 5 elements. In these things, as we have 5 elements, we are passing only 2 set of arguments. So in reduce function, so what exactly happens is, on an iteration, the first 2 values will be considered as x comma y. So now the x value will be 1 and y value will be 2. So when this operation done, so result will be the x plus y. So x plus y is equal to 3. And the return of this function, func1 will be 3. Now, in case of 1 and 2, the value will be stored as 3. So in case of 1 and 2, the value will be 3. So again, the function will be starts working on this iterable. Now, in place of 1 and 2, we have 3, item number 3, or result of this func1 will be 3. Now, 3 will be replaced in place of 1, 2, and the ls will be reduced to 3, 3, 4, 5. So again, the reduce function starts working on func1 and ls. So now, the first value will be 3, and the second value will be 3, and third value will be 4, and the last value will be 5. Now, the x value will be taken as 3. So since 1, 2 has been replaced with 3, because the function returns 3 as the summation of 1 plus 2, now the first value of x will be 3 and the y value will be 3. So this result operation will be run again. So x plus y will be 6, and it returns the result as 6. Now, the ls will be reduced to 6, 4, 5. Now again the reduce function will works, because reduce function is used to reduce an iterable to single value. So again func1 will start working on ls. In place of 1, 2, 3, 6 has been replaced. Now the ls will be 6, 4, 5. So again the func1 operation will be worked on ls. So the result will be x plus y, where 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. Now the ls has been reduced to 10, 5. Again, reduce function will work on func1 and ls. So now the ls is 10, 5. Again, when the func1 works on ls, the first value will be 10, x value will be 10, and y value will be 5. When result operation runs, so 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, it returns an value as 15. Now, again, reduce function will start work on this, because it's need to reduce an iterable to a single value. But now when the func1 value works on ls, it has an only value 10. So this operation doesn't work, because we are passing 2 set of arguments, since the iterable has only one value, which is 15. And hence this operation ends, and it finally prints the value print here, and it's type a as int. So that's the complete operation of reduce function. That's all for the day. Thank you.